Erev Shabbat Shalom, we're in the midst of the period of time between Purim and Pesach. And in fact, the Talmud suggests that Purim is always a lead into Pesach. And the Shabbat afterwards is not meant in any way to create pressure that Passover with all its preparation is coming. But rather, a sense of redemption is progressing. And this Shabbat we read Shabbat Parah, the Torah portion that describes the ceremony that would happen, that Jews would participate in preparation for the Passover sacrifice. And it's a ceremony of purification. And when our rabbis had to pick a portion from the prophets to pair with the special reading of Shabbat Parah, they picked chapter 36 of the book of Ezekiel. And Ezekiel is a prophet that prophesies after the destruction of the first temple, while the Jews, or the primary Jewish population, is off in Galut, off in the diaspora, in Babylon, in ancient Babylon, as captives by the rivers of Babylon. And there Ezekiel prophesies that God will bring us back to our land. And in fact, 70 years after the destruction, the second temple was rebuilt, and the Jewish community, the Jewish commonwealth returned here to the land of Israel. But after that was destroyed, for 2,000 years, the Jewish people were wandering. And they've come home only recently, only in the state of Israel is 74 years, the last years leading up to that. And the prophecy is, V'lakachti etchem min hagoyim, I will bring you, gather you forth from all the land, mikol ha'artzot, ve'haveti etchem al admatchem, and I will return you to your land. And when you come back to this land, there is, as we speak in Shabbat Parah, this ritual of purification. I will sprinkle mayim torim, pure waters, and you will be purified from all the external influences. And then the pinnacle of this purification process is in verse 26, V'natati lechem lev chadash, I will give you a new heart, v'ruach chadasha eten b'kirbechem, and a new spirit will dwell in your midst. V'sarti et lev even mibisarchem, I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh. V'natati lechem lev basar, and I'll give you a heart of flesh, a caring, kind, compassionate heart. And when the prophets envision redemption, they don't envision being the strongest, the most powerful. They envision the Jewish people being the most caring of all peoples in the world. It doesn't mean we shouldn't be strong and powerful and cautious and wise. And obviously we think of the terrible attack that took place this week in Beersheba and the 4 innocent Jews who were murdered so brutally. And we pray for the comfort and consolation of their families. And with that, the recovery for the other four who had been injured in the attack. But we also look at the global world and the work that's been going on here in Israel with the new immigrants from the Ukraine is just amazing. They have the sense of these prophetic words, I will gather you forth from all the lands where you were scattered and bring you back to your Adamah, to your land. And when that happens, it happens v'natati lechem lev chadash. You'll have a new heart and remove the heart of stone, and you'll have a heart of flesh, of caring. And it continues that, and you will walk with me, b'mishpati tishmor v'lasodam. You will do justice and kindness for the entire world. So may it be speedily in our day. That is, in fact, the vision that Ezekiel portrays to prepare us for Passover. If you want to go free, freedom isn't only about your own story. It's about having an expansive vision that you can share with the broader world. May we have the courage to take these steps as we come towards the period of Pesach. Shabbat Shalom, and may it be a time of peace and healing and blessing for you, for our community, for the entire Jewish people, and ultimately the entire world.